Oh, it's such a beautiful location. It's really amazing. Hi my friends, very nice to see you. I'm still in Croatia, and as it got a little bit overcasted today, I thought it's maybe a good idea to get out and photograph some nice waterfalls. So where I'm here today is Krka Nationalpark. It's really a beautiful place. I've been here already, I think 3 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it's really that beautiful. Fingers crossed that there will not be all too many people in the early morning now. And I'm walking now straight to the really big waterfall, so let's go. So I'm already here at this really big waterfall. This is, I think its name is Kadinsky Book. Truly a fantastic waterfall, as you can see. And yeah, it's amazing how many people are already here in the early morning. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm really happy. And I got this place here. I was able to look around here, but not all too long, to be honest. And to be honest, it's not really easy to get a really strong composition here, because here are so many trees here in front, so many distracting elements, and I try to get out the best. So what I've done is I use these bushes here in the foreground to anchor the image, to balance a little bit with the right hand side with these trees up there. And I also have the water here in the front, what balances the sky in the left hand side. I tried for different shutter speeds. This is one of the most important things at waterfall photography. And yeah, I think that around about 3.2 seconds, something like that, really adds here to this waterfall back there, because here's so much going on in this scene. And when we simplify it with a little bit smoother waterfall, with a little bit smoother water, yeah, it really adds to the composition. And in this case, with a longer shutter speed of 3.2 seconds, we anyway get some strokes, vertical strokes. What's really, yeah, what's important for me. I use a 6-stop in D filter and a circular polarizer on, and yeah, I'm at f14. ISO 320, this is always what I try to compensate. The ISO is always that component what compensates my exposure time when I'm photographing waterfalls. And what's really fantastic, because last time when I've been here for some years ago, everywhere were people swimming here in this pool. What's not allowed, by the way, but everywhere. I think there were 100 people in, something like that. And we don't have this today, and it's really fantastic. So I would say, let's make the click. Oh, it's such a beautiful location. It's really amazing. Before I was a little bit more back there to take the photograph, just over there, over this pond here, and now I came over here and I found a really fantastic composition. I'm really happy with that. Interesting is, most people photograph from the bridge back there, but I didn't really find a real pleasing composition there. You do hard with finding a balance there. So what you can do is you could use a telephoto lens or something like that. But yeah, as I already mentioned before, all people are walking on and so, and yeah, then you get really shaky photographs. But however, what I found here now is really fantastic. I found this kind of pond here in the foreground. I don't really use the whole pond, but this bush here at the right hand side, and also these grasses anchor the image a little bit. We have this kind of channel through there. We have these trees at the left hand side and this tree at the right hand side to frame our image a little bit. We don't get rid of all distracting lines. Yeah, it's not really possible. It's a kind of woodland photography here at the waterfall, to be honest. But anyway, it's really fantastic. I'm able to frame the waterfall back there, and it is part of the story, but not the subject necessarily. And this is what I think what makes this photograph here quite stronger than that before. Same as before, I have an ND filter on, I have a circular polarizer on. I went down a little bit with the exposure time because we also have lots of leaves here and they always move a little bit. We also had some before. I'm not sure, maybe I will blend them afterwards in Photoshop. I also always make shorter exposures just to be safe. Well, I would say let's make the click. Yes, beautiful it is, difficult it is to get out a really fantastic composition. We have so many distracting elements and we can't move everywhere we want. I mean, we can't go down into the pond, what I would prefer, to be honest. But it's not possible here, it is how it is. But anyway, we are able to get out some great photographs. What I'm really happy here about is these trees here all leaning to the right, so we have a fantastic repetition here of these lines. And I also use these trees here at the right hand side what point back to the left. So it's also a kind of framing. What I do here, it's a kind of natural frame. And I'm photographing to this big waterfall back there. And also this kind of channel we have back there to this waterfall. Unfortunately, we have these branches going here from the left hand side into the waterfall. I was able to manage the bottom one so that it doesn't cross all too much or that it ends straight inside the waterfall, but I'm not really happy at that one above. But it is how it is, we can't change this. Maybe I can do anything in post-process, we will see. Same as before, I use a circular polarizer and also an ND filter just to get a little bit longer exposure. There are so many people around, it's amazing. I can't tell, you can't see them, there are no people. However, so this is how this composition works, and I would say, let's make the click. So I came up a little bit more here, and here are so many people, it is amazing. It's not really possible to go into setup here because it would take time when you want to build up the composition. But what I did is I just went there, I walked up to this rock and I had a look down there and I tried to build up a rough composition at least with my phone just. Now there are so many people there. Now I just put my tripod out, I try to get everything ready, I have my composition ready in my mind. I think it will just take maybe 20-30 seconds, something like that, to go into setup. Maybe a minute or so. I think people could wait that long. And then I will take the photograph. Well, I tried this now. I've been up there now and took the photograph, as already mentioned before. First of all, I just used my phone to build up the composition roughly, and then I prepared everything, the NT filter, the circular polarizer. I had my composition in my mind, and then I just built it up and took the shot. That's it. So There's so many people, it's so difficult to build up compositions here. I think it's the only way in the moment. So let's have a look if there's anything else what can be photographed. It is so fantastic. It's such a fantastic place and so beautiful waterfalls. And I came up here now to a kind of platform, and we have such a fantastic view down to this amazing waterfall. And this cascade, this pool up there, this pool down there, this pool up there. And the waterfall down there is the brightest point in our composition, so it really will draw our eyes. And what I've done here, I will use all these bushes here in the foreground to frame the image in a nice way. We have also this tree back there, and this gives a nice curve here in, and it leads us also into our frame, to our waterfall back there. And it's really beautiful. We have to be careful. There comes always a little bit of sunshine through, and this is what I don't want to have, because as it is really bright down there already through all these whites from the waterfall, it were a little bit too much. And yeah, I could put down the exposure compensation, but then everything else would be black, and this is something what I want to avoid. So I think now it is really fantastic. We have clouds in front of the sun. I also use a circular polarizer as well as an ND filter. It's a free-stop ND, and I would say, let's make the click. The Krka Waterfalls is really a fantastic place for landscape photography, or waterfall photography in this case. The only thing what's really good when you want to go here for photography is arrive early enough, because here are so many people. I think I had 20 minutes for myself, something like that. There were just a few people around, and suddenly there came the masses. So it's really a good idea to arrive early, and yeah, and then don't forget your camera and enjoy waterfall photography. I will make a little walk around here with my wife now and go over to holiday stuff again. I'm still in my holidays here in Croatia. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please give me a thumb up. Share this video with your friends on Instagram or Facebook. You know, it would really help me to grow this channel. And thank you so much for watching. See you next Saturday. Bye.